Hi, I'm Julia Bowen and I own yoga studios. I also have a teacher training program. Before starting Unleash CEO, I was struggling to run my businesses long distance. My studios are in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I live in Los Angeles. And when I moved, the chemistry died. Whether it was the chemistry with the students at the studio and certainly with my staff, I felt like I didn't have pull with anyone anymore. And I didn't know what to do. It was sleepless nights and a lot of stress, but it was just not fun. I felt constantly disrespected, constantly misunderstood, constantly accused of the exact opposite motives of why I was doing what I was doing. And the interesting thing is that what was happening in my business was also happening in my personal life. Unleash CEO has been ecstatic fun every day since day one. I love having phenomenal people to ask questions of all the time. Something comes up, I ask it, I get it answered, I can move on in my business. And I have through the roof respect for everyone on the Unleashed team. And they're just the kind of people that, the average of the five people, you're the average of the five people you spend the most time with. And they're the kind of people you want to have in that average. Unleashed CEO has taught me how to have the conversations I need to have with my staff to set standards and eliminate problems and communicate where my lines are. And what I love is that it's done in a way that resonates with me. I can connect with the soul of whoever I'm talking with, and I can do it in love, but also total clarity and total firmness. And this has been by far the most difficult aspect of owning a business for me. I did not feel comfortable being a boss. I couldn't figure out how to navigate like showing that I care, but also showing that these are the rules. And along with that, I now have the support that if something does go wrong and I do need to let someone go or someone quits as a result of something that I say, I know now how to take care of that without feeling like the business is going to be an absolute disaster. Having authority with my staff and having the systems in place that allow me to build a team that can, in a very measurable ways, meet our goals frees me up to do my entire rest of my life. I can't even put into words how grateful I am for this and how empowering it is. I have lots of things I want to do, lots of goals, both with the studio and with other projects. And I constantly felt like, well, I better not take any more responsibility on because if I do, the studio is going to collapse. And I used to begrudge my studio because it felt like the tiny project in the sea of huge, awesome projects that I wanted to do, except that I also want to open lots of locations. And so now I'm able to scale my business the way I want to and also scale the rest of my life the way I want to. It's beyond words how fabulous this is. If you are considering partnering with Unleash CEO, do it. Stop the video, find the link, sign up right now. I actually looked at it 2 weeks before I signed up, and the reason I waited is because I was like, well, I think I'm doing a lot of it, and if I'm not doing it yet, I was going to implement it. I can tell you, even those things, you got to constantly be dialing those in and updating them. And the way that they help you to do that is so much fun and so organized and powerful that even if it's review, those parts are still invaluable. Honestly, even the review was worth the price of the program alone. But for the parts that you don't know, you cannot afford to not know how to do something in your business. Every day that goes by that you don't know how to do something, or that maybe you could do it better, you are losing money. Even if it's just something that you kind of know how to do, you're losing money on it. Not to mention you're losing enjoyment of life, you're losing sleep, you're losing time with other people and activities that you would rather be spending that time on. You're losing out on getting your genius out there into the world. And the people who need what you've got are losing out. Like you cannot afford to not know how to do things in your business. And you cannot afford to not do this program. I'm telling you, it is like the difference between heaven and earth as far as how much better this is than any other program I have ever done. And on top of it all, you are going to be surrounded by world-class people, like actual world-class people and coaches. And every word out of their mouths, every video, every lesson, every document, every conversation is packed with value. The support is worth the price of the program alone. To have someone who you can ask questions of as they come up, and then you can move on with your day and you understand you won't just understand what to do or how to do, or even only why you should do it. Like it gets to the underneath things like in the fabric of your being that if you can understand that better, you will be more effective in everything having to do with life. And that kind of personalized support is hard to come by anywhere, like anyway in life with people who have that level of understanding. But to have that on top of all the systems and everything else is just mind blowing. You have personal attention on top of all of these systems. This isn't some pre-recorded thing that they did 5 years ago and haven't even bothered to like even edit a little bit. This is beyond valuable. You have to do it.